after poll revealing that affordability and cost of living tops your concerns, regardless of how much money you made on the markets or didn't make. Just go to the grocery store and check out things and the grocery store checkout line. Things are costing more. The packages are getting smaller. The Trump administration has since removed some of the tariffs on Brazilian goods, including coffee and beef. Scripps News national correspondent Katia Tubman is here to explain what led to the change the next time you go shopping. And Katia, besides coffee, what are we looking at that may be going back to those pre-tariff prices?
Well, Del, we're looking at a lot of hope when it comes to less pain in the checkout line at the grocery store. And now that the White House has scrapped tariffs on certain agricultural goods, shoppers and small business owners are hoping to see lower costs on the horizon. Your morning cup of coffee or purchase of beef, fruit, nuts, and more may get a little bit cheaper after the Trump administration Thursday reversed the 40% tariff imposed on Brazilian food and drink products. The executive order cites a call with Brazil's president and recommendations from U.S. officials as the reason for the reversal. Brazil calling the move a victory for dialogue, diplomacy, and common sense.
E hoje eu estou feliz porque o presidente Trump já começou a reduzir algumas taxações que eles tinham feito em alguns produtos brasileiros.
The tariffs on Brazilian goods were imposed back in July to punish the country for its prosecution of former Brazilian president and Trump ally Jair Bolsonaro. This reversal should hopefully come as a relief to many shoppers, especially when it comes to coffee prices, which were up about 40% in September compared to last year. Brazil is the leading provider of coffee to the United States, supplying about 30% of the American market. And it's not just Brazilian goods. Last week, the Trump administration reduced tariffs on certain agricultural products from other countries. Vice President J.D. Vance saying it will take time for Americans to see these actions reflected at the grocery store.
And as much progress as we've made, it's going to take a little bit of time for every American to feel that economic boom, which we really do believe is coming. We believe that we're on the front end of it.
Coffee shop and roastery owner Gabe Hagan told Scripps News he's tentatively relieved by the tariff reversal news, but doesn't expect to see costs drop anytime soon.
With tariff relief, we're still sitting here buying tariffed coffee probably for the next 3 to 4 months. One of the things that we are learning is the dependency on these foreign markets for our green coffee. Really, we don't have any other alternatives.
Now, Del, these recent tariff cuts are raising hopes that President Trump will reverse other aggressive trade policies, but the White House has said that these rollbacks do not signal a move away from the president's long-term trade agenda. Del?
Katia, and then I find out pasta, of all things. Pasta is now one of the things that tariffs could hit hard. Affordability, as you know, is the buzzword in Washington right now, and we know that several other countries and industries are still hurting and facing tariffs. Is more relief on the way?
Well, that's certainly the hope, and the White House is making affordability a major push right now. And as a potential lifeline for millions of Americans, President Trump has floated a possible idea of sending out $2,000 checks, specifically tariff rebate checks, sometime next year. And while the president has suggested that these checks are a done deal, experts say that they're unlikely to go out unless the U.S. needs to be saved from some sort of imminent recession. Del?
And our business and tech correspondent Mara Barrett says the numbers just don't add up. Scripps News national correspondent Katia Tubman for us live in New York. Katia, thank you very much.